took right to it. Like it was no training whatsoever. I just popped her in the basket and she was ready to go.
This cat loves to go bike riding and goes everywhere with Travis in London.
She likes it when we go fast. She'll like stand up and lean out and like really get to it. It's kind of bizarre.
We've gone pretty much everywhere in London. Sigrid really covers a lot of ground. Her favorite place, I think, is probably Serpentine Road in Hyde Park, because this is the road that runs along the lake, and there's always tons of birds there. And so she likes to sit there and watch the birds.
She even rides in a remote control car.
I just had like this fancy remote control car that I've had for a long time. Take a cardboard box and strap it on there and see what happens. And I was actually quite surprised. When I put her in it, she thought nothing of it. I think it was just like being in the basket for her. And she just sat there. We actually did a little loop around the neighborhood where I was just kind of like walking her with the remote and she was cruising along. And yeah, it was very silly.
Because of her excursions, Sigrid is well known around the city.
Oh, can I touch her? Oh, she's lovely. Thank you.
It just started right away. And it's constant. Like every time I go out, it's just like a trail of people just kind of shouting and being like, oh, wow, and wanting to have a pet.
What most people may not know is Sigrid is actually deaf.
And white cats, 30% of them are deaf. And then blue-eyed cats are also like 30% deaf. And then if you combine the two traits, it's like a super high amount. You kind of have to be a little more careful not to accidentally sneak up on her and scare her. Although she's gotten a lot better now with detecting vibrations. Like she can feel your footsteps when you're coming. It certainly makes her more calm. She does seem to be more tuned into like smell and stuff like that. Her meows can sometimes be on the very loud side as a result.
Why are you yelling? Huh? Why are you yelling?
Travis and Sigrid continue to travel every day, spreading joy and happiness to everyone they meet.
You know, it makes me happy. It's, hard not to be happy when you're going out and just interacting with people who are delighted and surprised. She's just kind of a beautiful cat. You don't see fluffy white cats that often. And so people are always kind of drawn to that, where they're like, oh, wow, she's so soft and pretty.
Oh my God, she's gorgeous. Oh.
And then the other part, her personality, like she's so brave. Even when people pet her, she rarely like shrinks away or does anything. She's busy looking around and seeing what's going on. Is always just very out there and curious. And then you kind of combine those traits to us being on the bike, which is unusual as well. It's just kind of like this triple whammy of like curiosity that draws people in, I think. To be able to like share that with, in some cases, millions of people. So it's kind of cool that so many people are enjoying it.
Subscribe if you love dogs as much as I do. Turn on notifications for more awesome stories like this, and hit that like button if you want me to keep telling these stories. Oh, and I put a link down in the description below for a story I know you'll love.